I don't know if you can see that, but it is freaking cold out today. It is a beautiful day in Utah though. Clear skies, sun's out. Today is the day that we make a one-of-one Supra in the entire world. And I'm putting on all of these parts. We got everything back from paint. Let's get into it. It's gonna be a long day, so you already know I'm starting off the day right. All right, so first things first, you're probably wondering, what do you mean when you say it's gonna be a one-of-one in the entire world? Well, if you do follow my social media, I did post on my story. You can obviously see all this is all white, kind of like the color of my car. There was another Supra, and I think in like Saudi Arabia, that they did a full paint match to the white color on the Supra. But it looks good, but they didn't do some things that I did that make this car literally a one-of-one, and I'll kind of explain when we go through it. But some things I kind of kept a secret on my social media is I said that there was two things that I got that made this thing a one-of-one. This being the first one. These are lensless taillights, so there's no lens. These are completely sealed taillights, and they're completely paint matched to my car. They're a Mark IV Supra style, so the previous generation, the 880. So I thought this would be pretty sick, and no one else has done it. And on top of that note, you can't really see because there's frost, but the headlights are also paint matched. When it gets warmer out here, I'll kind of show you guys what the front end looks like as well. A quick walk around. This is kind of what the Supra looks like right now. No rear bumper. They used my gas cap for like a paint sample for all of the paint. And then side skirts are gone, front bumper is obviously gone. Everything we did paint match though, I'm gonna kind of just go over real quick. So I'm gonna start from the back and go forward. So I did have, this was a carbon duckbill. This is obviously my rear diffuser, the third or fourth brake light cover, and then I have rear spats. So these will go on the rear diffuser, like right in this area. Not only my OEM side skirts done, but I had some carbon aftermarket side skirts done as well. So these are gonna look insane. Last but not least, this is what makes this actually insane. So all of that was already done by the previous person that did a one-of-one. Mine, I not only did the front splitter of the OEM and aftermarket front splitter, it is actually the same front splitter the other person has too. It's the aim gain style. As far as I know, I'm the only Supra in the world to do the whole front grille. So on top of that, with the custom taillights, the custom headlights, it's a one-of-one in the world. Some things that I don't have yet, I didn't get my emblems back, and then there was these rear reflectors I haven't got back yet either. But other than that, everything I'm gonna be putting on today. So everything but the rear bumper is gonna go on, unless I get those before I get to the back. But I'm gonna start from the front going backwards. As I'm putting this on, I just realized if I put my front splitter on first, it'll be 10 times easier. That's what I'm gonna do. Once again, realize how much of an idiot I am. I have to have the front grille in first before I can put these in. Back to what we just did. Bro, dude, that looks so insane already, dude. That's without the front splitter too. To say I'm excited would be an understatement. This like is mind-blowing. I've had this idea in my head for probably like 2 years now. Like when I was 18, 19, driving my purple BRZ, I was the biggest Supra hater, I'm not even gonna lie. But I had one built Supra like fly past me, fully built, murdered out, and my jaw just hit the ground. And from there, I literally got home and I was like, I want a Supra. I started doing research. I watched Eliminate, build their Supra. Dude, I literally made a build list for this car when I was like 18, 19. And now I'm fulfilling that dream. So this is like so surreal for me to actually see this happening in front of my face. And be doing this. And doing what I've been wanting to do, make YouTube videos with building my Supra. So being excited would be an understatement. Bro. Oh, dude, this looks so crazy. Oh man, I'm so excited. Dude, this front bumper combo, for one, is very heavy, and for two, looks just bonkers. Like, this is just nuts. But there is a ton of like holes right in here to bolt it on, and I only have 3 of these. So, and I think there's like 8. So I need to go to the store and grab more of these. Not a cold start, but warm start. Pressure is unreal. I forgot how loud that is. That's really loud. Well, that didn't last very long. The cops didn't like the look of the car with no plate. And on top of that, I left my license at home, so that's sick. The only thing I gave him was literally registration. I have it insured too. He didn't even ask for that, but I literally didn't even last. I think it was 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. I literally pulled right out of my neighborhood and got pulled over. Amazing. Bro, I thought for sure he'd say something about my tint. I got my windshield tinted, and then my windows are definitely not legal. So I rolled both of them down so that way I would get off, and I did. So lucky me, I guess, right? I took the original bolt that we had on the car, and instead of getting the same thing, I got all new bolts. So I got 8 new bolts, and then I got 16 washers put on the front and the back. And then, I don't know if you can see, there's some nuts in there too. So I have everything secured with all the new bolts all along except this one. I don't know why, but it gets really, really tight and it won't let me, I don't know if it's cross-threaded or what, but it will not let me put any bolt in there. And it kind of is like lifted. As you can tell, like it's flat everywhere. And then right here's like lifted, and you can kind of see it on the front side too. That's a little gap right there. And that's gonna piss me off. So, I'm gonna try and figure that out. I actually lied. You literally can't really even tell. It's supposed to be like right in here, and you can barely see anything. And it's gonna be on the bottom of my car, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm gonna keep everything just how it is. One thing that will piss me off that I noticed, because I'm a perfectionist when it comes to stuff like this, is this side has a pretty decent gap. So I'm gonna 3M tape that for sure. I will say this, it definitely does not look the best, but it's gonna hold and it's gonna look better than having a massive gap. All right, so I just finished putting on that lower piece for the car. Now is the exciting part, and I can finally put the bumper on the car. Also, you can see the headlights now that there's no frost on them. I ain't even gonna lie, that was a pain to put on. I don't know why. But bro, that looks insane. Holy bro. You want to see something cool, Mom?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
How insane does that look?
Freaking awesome.
I know, right? Okay, now that I have the whole front technically on, I still need to attach everything underneath and then the fender liners as well. So I'm gonna start on the fender liners and then button up everything underneath last. The whole front is finally done. We have all the top and the bottom fender liners in. Now I can finally shut the hood completely and never have to open it again. Now I got the first whole side skirt of the OEM on. Now I need to put the aftermarket one on top. You might call me an idiot for not doing this in the first place. I'm not even so sure these aftermarket side skirts are gonna actually fit this car. Like, they fit, but just testing it, there is a massive bow in it. That's kind of no bueno. And obviously if I push it, it closes it, but 3M tape's not gonna hold that. And I am getting frustrated and tired, so I'm gonna take a break real quick before I crash out. I have the other side of side skirts and the rear end, and that's it. So like, I'm pretty close to being done. It's just, this is very aggravating because this is supposed to be easy. Taking a quick little snack break. I had 2 Rice Krispies, Quest protein chips, and a Nuri. Also, split my finger open with a flathead screwdriver. And I don't have Band-Aids, so electrical tape, paper towels for the win today. I'm too scared to put these on because I'm afraid that they're just gonna keep bowing and it's not gonna stick to the side. So I'm kind of on pause for the side skirts. I'm just gonna go ahead and start on the rear diffuser. So put the third brake light, I don't know which one it is, back in. We're gonna put it back into the diffuser. Then I'm just gonna attach everything to the rear bumper and start on the back. But I also did put the duck bill just sitting on it, didn't attach it, but just to kind of give like a vision. It's gonna look so freaking sick with everything. So I basically have everything put on. The only thing I'm waiting on, like I said earlier, I still don't have my rear reflector, so I can't even put my bumper on before I have those. And then the other thing is the emblems, but that can be the very last thing. I don't really care about that. But this looks actually way insane. Like, I've been debating on taking the GR off and just keeping the Supra badge. So I was kind of keeping the black and white without the red in it, even though the bottom reflectors are still red, but that looks pretty nasty. So trunk is all done. Now I'm gonna work on the duck bill and put it on, and I think I'm gonna finish side skirts and obviously the rear bumper tomorrow. Now the duck bill is on. It's somewhat secure. These ends did not seat down very well on both sides actually. If it falls off, I'll just get a new one. It is secure though, so it should be good. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I am physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausted. This is a pain in the butt to do. Tomorrow we're gonna start fresh. It should be really easy. I'm gonna pick up my emblems and my rear reflectors tomorrow, and then put on the rear bumper and the side skirts, and that's literally it. Well, I knew it was coming. I just didn't know how soon, but I don't know if you can see it. There's a light flurry. It's snowing. Anyways, welcome back to day 2 of finishing the Supra. I'm going right now to pick up the front rear emblems and then the rear reflectors from paint shop. So I just got back with these emblems. They look so sick. And then the reflectors. Once I put these in, should be able to put the rear bumper on, and then I'm gonna figure these out. So right now, I'm looking at my taillights compared to my body panels. I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but if you can tell, it is not a direct paint match. So I actually had Revamped Customs do my taillights and my headlights. I'm currently in talks over there to see if I can get these resprayed with the whole car, because I gave them the gas cap for like the paint sample. So I might actually have to hold off putting on the rear bumper. We'll figure that out here in a second. All right, so the first side skirt is on. This gap isn't like horrible, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. If it gets bad, I'll just take it off and re-3M tape it, I guess, but this looks so sick.
I love it. I saw the front and I wanted to bust.
All right, so I took a little bit of a break. I just went ahead and sold my stock exhaust that was against the wall. It's taking up too much space. But now I'm gonna throw rear spouts on the rear bumper. I'm not gonna wait on the taillight thing. I'll run that past when it comes to that time. I'm gonna throw the rear bumper on and then finish the other side skirt, and we're finished. All right, now I've finished putting on everything on the car except the gas cap. I'm not gonna reveal this to you guys in the video. Go over to my social media on Instagram or TikTok and you guys will see the full reveal of the car there. If you guys made it this far into the video, leave a like, subscribe. There's gonna be a ton more content coming for you guys, and see you next time.